Oh, if you had to come from up there,
Okay.
you're lucky you got it.
All right, it's August meeting of the August 4th meeting of the Planning Commission. We do have a quorum. Welcome to everybody that's here. Let's look at the minutes. Anybody have any concern with the minutes?
Liz did point out that, as I've done before, I spelled her name wrong. I accidentally put that E on there sometimes, so in the
Yeah,
very,
that's just calling Garrett County name, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
in the very last one, last paragraph, I changed that, corrected that, so.
So can I have a motion to pass the minutes as changed?
I'll make it.
Second? I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So moved. Any things you have to report?
No, sir.
Demi?
No,
Bruce?
No, sir.
Anything you want to bring up?
Yeah,
before-
well, I am working on the county's land preservation, parks and recreation plan. So been doing some public outreach and there's a survey online. Give you the flyers. Came prepared. I had like a public meeting in Grantsville on Monday night. I had like 25 people show up and I had like more than 50 people fill out the Grantsville survey.
Wow.
We're gonna have, I think Laughlin Heights has like a community picnic. I'm just showing up for that. And then we're having September 9th, Mountain Lake Park. We're gonna have a little meeting and there's a survey online. I need to meet with like Friendsville and Kitzmiller and Deer Park still. They just wanna do a survey. They're not sure if people will show up. So kind of like help them decide in municipalities what their priorities are and then countywide to get a sense of what people are doing. But so far, the online survey has been on for 3 days. I got 183 responses in my last check. We're going okay, so share it. Yeah.
So this park plan is required to be done, is it every 7 years?
Every
or
5
5
years.
years.
And in order to get our program open space funding and stuff. So it's due in December, so I'm still a little behind. But I finished writing the one for Allegheny County. Was really excited to write this round, like start fresh. But oh well, we'll start fresh here. So
Yeah, this is
That
one of
sounds
the
like an
things.
interesting project.
yeah.
We were pretty swamped in the office with that, so we're thankful Sierra knows
Yeah,
what
so
the
doing
plans are
inventory
and we do that.
and all sorts of stuff. So yeah.
Is there gonna be some money available for some of these upgrades in some of these places or not?
For the program open space, yeah, we got money last year, and then every year you have a chance to get more funding. Typically, it's going to the towns for, ball field upgrades and things like that.
Yeah, most of it, like, yeah, we just sent out requests, but I'd like to propose in the plan, like, maybe have like a scoring system or some other system that's a little more objective in terms of allocating those funds, but the county, since we don't have a rec department, there's not much we can do, so.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, moving on out to unfinished business. Chad, do you have anything?
I think we can go right on to the zoning appeals
Okay,
cases.
zoning appeals cases. Bruce?
We have 3. First one is going to be an application by Neil and Amy Dana for a variance to allow the construction of a single-family residence to within 24 feet of the front property line. And this property is located at 330 Brant Road, and that's in Lake Residential 1.
Anybody, any concern with this one or?
I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. If they would have detached that garage, they could have gone to 25 feet. So they're just trying to attach it so they're not getting in the weather, getting from the house to the garage.
Anybody have any concerns with this one? Bruce?
I haven't seen it yet, but
Okay, move to next.
This one's a variance number 820, an application submitted by Douglas Dick. It's a trust for a variance to allow the replacement of an existing single-family residence. The owner proposes to build within the current prescribed 15-foot side setback line and to within 25 feet of an existing neighboring structure. And the ordinance asks for 30 feet distant from each other. Then that property is located at 3449 Turkey Neck Road, LR1.
so the current buildings at that dimension, I guess, right? Is that what you're saying? And so they just want to build to the same.
Yes, they're actually, I believe, pushing it back from its existing location a little bit, but it'll still be within 25 feet.
So the house now is closer than that then?
I believe so.
I see.
I don't have that site plan with me at the moment.
Any other questions? Okay,
The third one is a special exception, 497, for a 6-bedroom TBRU submitted by Donald Tobin, and this is a new home built a few years ago at 22 Taylor Lane, and that's in the Lake Residential one as well, on the West Mountain up in the Biltmore area.
now these are just, as long as they can meet the criteria, just automatically just goes through, right? There's not a,
Special exception.
okay. Any question about this one?
This
Then
is one of the ones that'll fall under the amendment if approved.
Okay,
So no comment on any of those, just forward them on.
moving on to subdivision flats.
So we only have one this time. This is Rocklick Creek Estates. You've all seen this several times over the last few years. The most recent preliminary plat was granted approval for 24 lots in February 2019. November 2020, we did the final for Phase 1A, which was Lot 3, 5 to 6, and 10. So now we have Phase 1B. This will be lots 1, 2, 4, and 7. This is the one off Henfling Road. All the roads are installed. We've inspected them, so this is just the last few lots sprinkled in there. So
They all remember. That's the one Cecil Olson.
yes,
did,
these
right?
will good. So
Remember we approved a lot of the
yeah, this
roads
one's
and stuff,
went
and they
kinda
finally
back
worked out
and
with
forth
Hemplings or,
several years. So just a few more lots in there, another phase of it. So
you have any problem with this
No, Chad says it's good.
motion?
I'll make it.
Motion second.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? So moved, Chad.
So for this solar amendments, I forwarded everybody a copy of that. I took what we all worked on and put it into language to fit into the zoning ordinance. I forwarded that on to the county commissioners. From what I'm hearing, we may have a hearing like sometime late September or something, planning, or the county commissioners will look at that.
That's about as quick as we're gonna get it, right?
Yeah, it has to be advertised for 2 weeks. I think with the fair and things, they were gonna wait a little bit. So I'm not sure the exact date if that's been set, but they'll look at those. And then the previous ones that we forwarded to the county commissioners earlier this year, which would be for the TBRU special exceptions and the relaxed standards, those other amendments. So. And I didn't get any comments. I forwarded those to everybody. I didn't hear any typo comments or anything like that. I mean, if there were any, if anybody has any issues with the amendments, we'd have to take them back to the planning commission to vote, but I don't know if anybody has any other comments or questions about them as written.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue I'm hearing with the commissioners taking this forward is probably gonna be the setbacks and things like that. I mean, I think we kinda compromised on that a little bit, see how they come back.
Yeah, we have received, I know we received one kind of public input from a solar company saying they thought the 500 foot was excessive and they kind of went through their reasons. So that may be the part that's somewhat controversial that they'll have to look at.
Okay, anybody wanna put anything on that while we're talking about it? Bruce, you good with everything?
I'm glad they're moving forward.
Process going all right?
Yep.
Think so. Okay, moving on to the comprehensive plan.
Yeah, so I did give everybody a copy of the comments from the state clearinghouse, so they've submitted those to us. Staff's not really had time to look at them very much yet. We're working on a lot of other things. So hopefully in the next few weeks, month, we can be looking at all those comments. I don't think there was anything really major from what they said. A lot of it, they were just kind of affirming things that were in there. I don't think they really had a whole lot of changes or anything, but I forwarded those on to the consultant. He was going on vacation too, said he'd take a close look at them when he got back. So, you know, in the upcoming time frame, I'd like to have everybody taking a peek at all that, and hopefully we can get this wrapped up as a...
You wanna wrap it up by what, October, November?
Something like that. I mean, yeah.
Before the end of the year, right? Let's try to, this thing been dragging on for
Yeah,
Yeah, we've already
forever.
worked on for.
Yeah, and you just came into it now and it's been, my God.
yeah.
That's how these things go.
It's been-
They all
Yeah,
go?
that's
Okay.
the only way you go. But yeah, you need to work on it for at least 5 years and then finally wrap it up.
Well,
And
we
we-
started out, I thought we were gonna go like
And then we start
gangbusters.
over, yeah, exactly.
And we've been busy in the office. Building permits are still a lot of activity there, so we have limited time too, but we're trying to keep an eye on it.
And we have any concerns with the comprehensive plan moving forward the way we're going? Okay, Chad, you want me to drag it on for another 15 minutes or so, or we,
That's up to you if you can think of some more things.
everybody's got something to do, right?
Yeah.
Anybody have any other comments before we close down?
I'm good.
I don't think I broke my record, but we're close on
We had some long ones the last few months, so
it. Yeah.
make up.
All right, next meeting in September. Thank you, folks, for coming. Sorry it didn't last long.